Good morning, sir. My name is Vivi. I'm from class accounting G. Student ID 1810426452. Sitting here, I am invited by a lecturer to answer his question given the question consists of their parts. Namely, question on part A deals with the daily activities and the classroom. Question of part B deals is with the accounting theory. Question on Party C deals with accounting articles and accounting video. I start to answer the question on part A. The first question is, do you always attend the lecture of English? For question is, do you always attend the lecture of English for accounting? If yes, how often do you attend the lecture of English for accounting, and why must you attend the lecture, and what benefits have you got from attending the lecture of English for accounting? Well, my answer to the question on number I is here. I'll always attend English accounting course that is in the process of a full with a single on not back followed. The reason I attended English is accounting, so I could take financial exam and also want to know account names in English. The business that I can is learning English accounting. That is, I have been a better read in English well from before. Have know the names of accounting. Well, that is my answer. The question number one, and then process to the question number two. Do you do your student assignment? Given if yes, how many voice records have you do mentions the titles and explains them in short? Well, my answer to the question on number one is her. Have done 35 structured assessment. Number one, accounting. Accounting is the systems and consist recording of financial transaction planning to a business. Number two, a article is place of writing that's published in newspaper or magazines. Number three, accounting cycle. The accounting cycle is a collective process of individuals analyzing and recording the accounting events of a company. Number four, accounting is important for business or as a way to document financial activity and learn from the numbers. Number five, in financial accounting, an asset is any source owned by the business, anything tangible or intangible that can be owned or controlled to produce value and that is held by company to produce positive economic value is an asset. Number six, accounting basic. This explanation of accounting basic will introduce you to some basic accounting principles, accounting concepts, and accounting terminology. Number seven, a balance sheet is financial statement that report a company asset, liabilities, and shoulders equity and specific point in time and provides a basis for completing retest of return and valuing its capital structure. Number eight, the general purpose of the financial statement is to provide information about the result of operation, financial position, and cash flow of an organization. Number 9. A liability account the report the estimate amount the company will have to spend to repair or replace a product during its warranty period. Number 10. A business entity is an organization that asset economies result in import product goods service to customer in exchange for money or the goods and service. Number 11. Financial accounting is the process of recording, summarizing, and reporting the myriad of transactions resulting from business operation over a period of time. Number 12. A mortgage payable is the liabilities of a property owner to pay a loan that is secured by property from the profits of the borrower. The money is considered a long-term liability. Number 13. Long-term liability definition. Obligation of the enterprise that are not payable within 1 year of the balance sheet that to example are both payable and long-term not payable. Number 14. The word some popular free online dictionary with definition, spell check, word organs, example, stances, audio pronunciations, word of the day, and more. Number 15. Current liability are companies' debits or obligations that are doing on years with a normal operating cycle. Number 16. Rule of accounting that shall be followed in operation of all accounts and financial statements. Number 17. Warranty liabilities definition. A liability account the report the statement amount that a company will have to spend to repair or replace a product during its warranty period. The liability amount, recording, and time of the sale. Number 18. Types and form of business. A business entity is an organization that has economic resources or input their profit, goods, or service and customer in exchange for money or the goods and service. Number 19. Business organization, an entity formed for the purpose of carrying on commercial enterprise or an organization is preparing on assessment of law of governing contract and entering profits, rights and interpretation. Number 20. A mortgage payable is the liability of a property owner to pay a loan that is serviced by property from the perspective of the bond borrower, and mortgage is considered a long-term liability. Number 21. Liability. A liability in general is an obligation of or something that you owe somebody else. Number 22. Liabilities explained. Liabilities are a vital expense of company because they are asked to financial operation and pay for expenses. Number 20 are in management accounting or managerial. Accounting manager as the profession of accounting information in order to better inform themselves before they discuss matters with their organization, which aids their management and performance of control functions. Number 24. Why accounting important? Business spend a great amount of time and money in recording their financial transaction. Accounting is extremely important for recording the financial transaction in a business. Number 25. Closing entry. A closing entry is a journal entry made at the end of accounting periods and involves stripping that from term accounts on the income statement to permanent accounts on the balance sheet. Number 20. See capital markets. Capital markets are revenues, fee, where saving and investment are channels between and surplus who have capital and those are in need of capital. Number 27. Accountability is a noun that describes accepting responsibility and I can be personal or very public. Number 28. Liability. A liability in general is a obligation to or something that you owe somebody else. Number 29. Accounting and financial management are related to the extent that accounting is an important input in financial decision making. Accounting influences into preparing and examining past financial record, whereas financial management influences into planning to achieve its various financial objectives. Number 30. Near store information. The investor relation section provides information to current and potential stockholders, strategic analysts, and any who is tested in the financial and operation performance of the company. Number 3.1. The income summary account is temporary account into with all income statement, revenue and expense accounts are transferred at the of an accounting period. The net amount transferred into the income summary accounts equals the net profit and net loss that the business incurred during the period. Thus, stripping revenue of the income statement means debit the revenue account's total amount of revenue recorded in the period and editing income summarizing account. Number 3. To account. An account is profession who performs account functions as a audit or financial statement analysis. Accounting can as bear with a accounting firm or let company with an internal accounting department or they can set up individual parties. Now, number 33. Definition of long-term liability. A long-term liability is an obligation resulting from a profit of event that is not due living on years of the date of the balance sheet or no due with the company operation cycle is it's longer than 1 year. Long-term liability are also known as non-liabilities. Number 34. Current and long-term liabilities. Owning a business is not just about knowing how to market your goods for profit, but also knowing how to manage your finances. This means that whether you like it or not, you need to know them as the financial world to be analyze report and determine your business status. Number 3. 5. Difference between accounts Accurate is an accurate below the line surface and starts with water layers of impermeable material are but above and below as accurate, causing it to be under surface. So the accurate is performed by a well. The water will rise above the top. The accurate. Well, that's all my answer. The question number two, and then I profess to question number three. Your hand then as to sing in group and video records your song. Mention the titles of your song. Explain what is song tell you. Well, my auditions, my answer the question on number three is her song title I Wake Up, which is said from a lyric of the song is after waking up your fresh brush you teach, come you hair, etching breakfast and going straight to school. That an activity always does every morning. Song title, Brother John, and the lyrics say is Brother John's brother in Salem or not, the morning bell rings. Well, that's my answer. The question number three, and then I profit to question number four. Do you do video recording in English for accounting? If yes, mention of article and video have record explains every article have video record. How many video records have you done? Why? Well, Miniature, my answer the question on number four is her. I did video recording of accounting English title there's five. The first, general journal. A general journal is a set to record unique journal entries that cannot be processed in more exact manner. For example, check written sales invoice is purchase invoice refit and recording in composite accounting system when the documents are processed. Number two, managerial accounting. Managerial accounting, also known as cost accounting, is the process of investigating, measuring, analyzing, interpreting, and communicating information to managers of pursuit in organization. Goals number three, information about the transaction and event of a business is captured and summarized into reports. They are assessed by preference interest in entry, but you likely do not release an expertise of accounting these texts. Number four, financial accounting. Consider that financial accounting is target-proof and broad-based of external asset warm control the actor profiting of report on in report ins dependent upon starting of the principles that are assets they prepare the reports. With how should start the nation reports of different companies could be hard to understand and even hard to comprehend. Number five, managerial accounting. Managerial accounting information is intended to serve the specific and various needs of management. Business manager are charged with business planning, controlling, and decision making. As such, the main details are generally report and access basis. Further, management may dictate the environment under which such information is to be accumulated and presented. Number 6. Accounting. Accounting is the systematic and comprehensive recording of financial transactions leading to a business. Number 7. An article is preface of writing that is published in a newspaper magazines. New number X. Accounting cycle. The accounting cycle is professed in dividing, analyzing, and recording the accounting events of company. Number 9. Accounting is important for business as way to document financial anything tangible or tangible that can be unreal or control the purchase value, and that is how company product purchasing economy value is asset. Number 11. Accounting basic. This explanation of accounting basic will introduce you to some basic accounting principle, accounting concept, and accounting terminology. Number 12. Balance sheet is financial statement that report ends company asset, liability, and shareholders equity at specific point in time and produce a basic for computing latest return and reform is capital structure. Number 13. The general purpose of the financial statement is to provide information of the result of operations, financial position, and cash flow of an organization. Number often a manager. Number 14. Financial accounting is free for recording, summarizing, and reporting the myriad of transactions resulting from business operations over a period of time. Number 15. A mortgage payable is the liability of property on which to pay long-term by property from principal of the borrower, and management is considered a long-term liability. Number 15. Current liabilities are company debts of obligation that are with you year or with a normal operating cycle. Number 17. Rules of accounting that shall be followed in preference of all accounts financial statement. Number 19. Foreign liability definition. A liability accounts reports estimate amount they will have to spend to repair or repair product during when trade period. The liability amount is recorded at the time of the sale. Number 19. Types and from business. A business entity and organization. This economy raises of input profit good or service to customer in chain for many of their goods and service. Number 20. Business organization and an entity forms the purpose of carrying on commercial enterprise source organization is predicated on system of law governing contract and exchange profess right and interpretation. Number 21. A mortgage payable is liability of a property owner to pay a loan served by property from the proceeds. The borrower and manager is considered a long-term liability. Number 22. Liability. A liability is general is an obligation to or something that you own somebody else. Number 23. Liabilities explained. Liabilities are vital aspects of company because they are financial operation and pay expansion. Number 24. In management accounting or managerial accounting, manager as the provision of accounting information in under better informed themselves before they start matters with their organization, which aids the management and promotes of control functions. Number 25. Why accounting important? Business spend a great amount of time and money in recording the financial transaction. Account is recalling important for recording the financial transaction in a business. Number 26. Closing entry. A closing entry is a journal entry made at the end of accounting periods that involves shifting that from temporary accounts on the income statement to permanent accounts on the balance sheet. Number 27. To capital markets. Capital markets are revenues where serving and investment are channeled between the suppliers who have capital and those who are in need of capital. Number 28. Accountability is a noun that describes active responsibility and it can be personal or very public. Number 29. Liability. A liability in general is a obligation to or something that you owe somebody else. Number 30. Is her sound little I wake up, which is said from lyrics or the same after washing your face, brush your teeth, combing your hair, eating breakfast, and going straight to school, and the activity he always do every morning. Number 31. Song title. Brother John, and the lyrics say, is between John brother is still sleep, not the morning bill rings. Number 30. To accounting equation. The accounting equation is considered to be the foundation of the double entry accounting system. The accounting equation shows on a company's balance sheet whereby the total of all the company's assets equal the sum of the company's liabilities and shareholders' equity. Number 33. Accountability. The obligation of an individual or organization to account for its activities, accept responsibility for them, and decrease the result in the transmanner proper. Number 34. Accounting worksheet. An accounting worksheet is tool asset to help bookkeepers and accountants complete the accounting cycle and prepare your reports like under adjusting trial balance, adjusting journal entries, adjusting trial balance, and financial statement. Number 35. The history of accounting or accounting is thousands of years old and can be traced to ancient salvation. The early development of accounting dates back to 1805 and closely result to development in waiting consigned money and real auditing system by the 1880s and Bertman by the time of the Roman empires and government had access to detailed financial information. Answer. Well, that's my answer the question number 4, and then I profess to the question number 5 mention and explain the materials you have studied from your lecture and what banners have you got from the materials you have studied? Well, my answer the question on number 5 is her materials that I have gotten from learning in class is about accounting. Accounting is systematic and comprehensive recording of financial transaction planning to a business general journal. A general journal is asset recording and issue journal entries that cannot be processed in more efficient manner. For example, stickers, written sales invoice, issued forecast, invoice receipt, and other can be recorded. Invoice issued, forecast, reference, and offers to be recorded in complex accounting system when documents are processed. Well, now I answer the question on part B. Question on part B, the question deals with her accounting theory. Well, that's money. My answer the question number I open this link and you must given the reasons. Will you answer the question? You meet this link. Will ends auditing my answer the question. A number is her number on and will insist for professional money in the business. Interest in asset accountability does not have a often instead in insert in equity because the investment in the increase in asset and capital. Number two, company receives cash from a bank loan. Asset interest liability, no offense. Ordinary equity increase. Number three, which following will you answer equity to interest to its annual income the make of equity interest in the. Well, the else many answer the question number two. Problem 5, business transaction following is a list from common transaction. Well, my answer the question on number 2 is her. Revise cash for common stock and interest in asset and an interest in owners' equity. Purchase suppliers forecast. A decrease in an asset and decrease in owner is equity. Purchase equipment on account. A decrease in an asset and decrease in owner's equity. Valid customer of serving and cannot. An asset and is of an equity paid accounted and account. The account the liability. Refrain cash from customer billed on account increase asset and annual equity. Paid rent for the month. Address in asset and rest in annual equity. Refrain payment of stare for customer and insert in asset and insert in honor equity paid cash in difference others asset others asset and listed in honor equity. Well, my answer the question on number 3 is her. Problem 6, debit and credit following is a least common accounting transaction. A. Insert of common stock versus cash. Cash in debit and capital are credits. The reason is because asset capital also increase. B. Payment of rent from current month. The burden of rent, the debits include credit. The reason is C. Purchase of supplier on account. Purpose and debit cash in credit. The reason is because the equipment increases while the asset decrease. D. Payment to a creditor on account. The burden on the debit and cash on credit. The reason is because the assets are reduced. Fees and the customer. Cash and debit income credit. The reason is because asset increase. Replies cost customer profits balance account cash and on debit in income the credit. The reason is because the and debit credit reason payment for a 3 years insurance policy. The expense to policy in the debit and credits increase because the increase and asset decrease. Include utility expense burden on debit and credits. The reason is because the burden increase. Receipt of cost after and further cash and debit income and credit. The reason is because asset increase. Well, my audiences, my answer the question on number 3 is her. That's all my answer the question on part and I proceed to the question on part C. The question on part C deal with the ethics and videos. I start to answer the question on part C. The first question is first an accounting book that has been given by your lecturer. Mention the title of the book and who writers the book, how many pages do the books have, how many cons does the book have, and what does a chapter tell you. Well, my auditions, my answer the question on number I is her article of this book is about posting journal entries to general ledger accounts. This book has 29 pages. The general journal is payment record generated by accounting number. Posting is the process of transferring information from the journal to individual accounts in the ledger. The trial balance is proof the total debits equal to credit in the ledger accounts asset business or cap. Spread packs cash in book file carried ledger is compression of number reason. This grade record the business transaction as accounting business is all manager actually find the current balance of specific account. Well, this all may answer the question number I and the I profit the question number 2. You can get help and the WhatsApp group and match explain the content of article and your own English word. Well, my audience might answer the question on number 2 is her. This improving professing informant. Plan individual creators and nature expand plans record and the same domain developing creating place and human need everything to serving everything one record until the human the first thing in no bed of living and arts can casting in with you expand of the human globalization mix and now back now to you globalization uncontrolled economy and inflation throughout the years turned into a process which must be worked indeed be Brexit and for instance limited the policy current mention not after by ensuring consequence of conscious investment measure of planning broke and human practice expanding human profiles from year to years at long last over from fictitious to fundamental insight and words one news impact blog and Cantra. Well, that's my answer the question number 2 and then I process to the question number 3. What are the titles of the videos above? Who are the speakers in the videos above? What do the speakers discuss in the videos above? Explain the contents of the videos. Well, my audience might answer to the question on number 3 is her link number I video title about accounting basic. The speaker in is lecture accounting basic. The explanation of accounting basic is introduced some basic accounting principles, accounting concept, and accounting terminology. Once become familiar, some the concept you will feel from an explanation equals plus end of accounting chart. Link video number 2 video article about real personal nominal account and service account. The speaker is as customers. Accounting is process of recording, conceiving, and summarizing financial transactions in a significant manner, and is result the accounting is broad, sense, and art for every type of entity with large size, small in size. Each vary in for have professional accounting for people management or at the business operation. An accountant must have a good study of the terms as accounting and types of accounts. An accounting is systematic preparation of a transaction include to purchase health and accounting show the summarizing records of transaction read to us connect person or thing. Thank you, sir.